So hey, this is my project, and right here, for my project, I decided to get the DC logo because I really like the original logo assignment that we had to do. So I redesigned it to say G and O, which are my initials. I ended up changing it around to OG because in the DC logo it has an overlapping thing between the the D and the C, and I want to recreate that here. Next, I exported the file and I converted it to an STL, which is standard in putting into a 3D space. So here I am. I meant SVG. Here I spent, this is embarrassing, an hour messing around in Blender, trying to create it so I could 3D print it, because I thought I would make my logo and 3D print it, because we have a 3D printer at my house. So I messed around for an hour here. As you can see, I'm just figuring out what to do. And I figured it out. And yeah, I'm not gonna go into depth with the Blender. I really like this project because it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I like the it had a little bit of everything. It had the Photoshop, it had font and font design, and it had making it, I don't know how to phrase that. Anyways, I render it as an STL, which is standard for printing, and then I sent it to my dad, and this is on my dad's computer. And what he does, he just drags it in here, and there it is. Now he can scale it. That ground there represents the bottom of the 3D printer. So he got it to a good size, which you'll see later when I'm holding it. And yeah, basically, he just exports it as an STL now, or whatever it is, and it comes in a little as you can see here, he's gonna show the different layers of it. So that's like how it builds up. It has like those little rectangles in it, and then that bottom thing around it is just a base plate for it. Anyways, what we do is we export it, we put it into a USB, and then I take out the USB, I put the USB in the 3D printer, I heat up the 3D printer, and then I had to wait, as you can see in the bottom right there, 5 hours or whatever for it to cook. So that's what it looked like right there. It had the things around it. So what I had to do now was peel off all the side things, which you'll see here. I'm peeling off the side things, and then I go sand it and I paint it black, and here's the final product. Hey, this is the final product. It looks so cool. I think I'm gonna put it on my case, or maybe on my door or something. I don't know yet, but I love it. It's really cool. It's a version of the DC logo with my initials. There was a little star for it, but there was no way to connect it, and it looks fine just without it. So yeah, that's my project. It took like 30 minutes of designing on Photoshop. I didn't know how to use Blender and make this into a 3D file, so that took me about an hour, which is embarrassing. And I converted it, uploaded it to the 3D printer, took 4 hours to print, and then maybe another 20 minutes of sanding and painting. And yeah, that's my project.